Hey everyone, thanks for joining me tonight. Um, Today is Tuesday, Tuesday, May 12th. It's about between 8 and 8:30. Um, I am going to do an imaging session tonight, and I thought I'd share the setup with you before I join you on with astrophotography tool later on. So, just to give you a little bit more of a breakdown in terms of the system here, what you're looking at here is a Meade APO 6000 series triplet scope. Let's see if I can do that. This is a 60 aperture, about a 210 focal length Apertura guide scope. I got a let's see, this is see if you can see it here. This is a it's a Zoe Mini monochrome camera that I have mounted on the back of my Zoe ASI 183 MC one-shot color dedicated astronomy camera. This is the back of it. And this is my, see if I can, that's my finder scope. It's mounted to the side here. And this is my AVX, my trusty AVX, Celestron AVX that I've been using. I think going on my 4th year using it now, and it's just been wonderful. Absolutely. Here it is there. Absolutely a wonderful system. And let me swing around. I feel like that's my powered hub right there. Everything's plugged into that. And here's a better shot of the AVX. This is the QHY CCD Polemaster. Sorry, there it is. That's a better shot. There's the Polemaster right there. There's the hand controller. And this is my rig here. And the strange sounds you hear are coming from the forest there. I kind of live in a very rural setting here. We're kind of in the outside of the city limits, and skies are pretty nice. There's a shot of Venus right there. And so again, here is the system. I'm getting ready to do an imaging system. I don't even know what I'm going to be doing tonight, but I'll let you guys know what I decided on later. It's galaxy season, so it might be a galaxy cluster or a galaxy of some kind. So we'll see what happens there. I'd like to show you my computer system now for image capturing. So that's next. This is my computer setup. This is my image capturing computer. I got a HP refurbished system off Amazon. I think it was like between $250 $300. Not bad because it's a pretty powerful computer. So anyway, here it is. It's all set up in my Tupperware tub here, and when I am ready to just let things roll, I just put the thing on like that. A better picture. Sorry, I'm holding my cell phone here. So I just cap it like that, seal it up, and it protects it from the weather pretty good. So anyway, next time I'm with you, let me step back so I can show you a better picture. So next time I come back with you, I'll be imaging an object. Now, again, not quite sure what object. And season, so the sky is just full of these really great targets. And I was using Stellarium here, and I found this galaxy in a really great part of the sky because it's only 10, little after 10, and it's already past the meridian. And this one's called Messier 95 or NGC 3351. And this looks just absolutely beautiful. Wow, look at the center of that galaxy. It's amazing. So this is the one I decided to go with. And let me show you what it looks like inside of Astrophotography Tool. Go down here. So this is the galaxy right here. And if we go to Tools and we click on Magnifier and just sort of, scroll over it, let's see what we get. See there, we see a little bit of the spiraling right here. Okay, we'll see what we get if we click 5 times, 10 times. Okay, I guess it looks a little distorted here. Certainly has a bright center, that's for sure. So this is the one I decided to image. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I set up my imaging program and how I get the ball rolling, and then I'll let you watch the session for a while, and then we'll hopefully show you a finished product here in a day or two. Okay. I am learning a great deal from a guy named Mitch about how to effectively post-process in PixInsight. So maybe I'll throw in some of that post-processing workflow into the process here. So anyway, let me go back to the camera, and this is how I set up my imaging program inside of Astrophotography Tool. You have to take off live view, okay, because right now it's on live view, and I use the crosshairs when I'm calibrating them out and star lining and stuff, and then after that, and then when I slew to my target to see how close to the center of the field of view it is. This one's pretty close. It's right here, as you can see. So I'm going to turn off live view, and then you click edit, and if you hover over these different fields where you enter information, it tells you what they are. But the first thing you got to do is select a kind of plan, and what we're going to do is select a new light frames plan, and then we're going to name it. Okay. So this one is, as you can see, this one is M95. So I say just M, like a type here. Yeah, oh my goodness, sorry. M95. Okay, and then here you set up your exposure. Now, if you hover over it, it tells you defines the exposure duration. So I'm going to do 300 seconds. That's 5 minutes. Okay. Then the binding, I should say, I'm going to do 1 by 1. Pausing, I'm going to do 0 because Astrophotography Tool dithers. And then the count, it's in a really great part of the sky, so I'm going to shoot for about, I don't know, 60. See what happens. I do have the moon coming up around 12:31, but the moon will be behind me, so we'll see how that goes. And I usually overkill it with the exposure count because I figure better to overkill than under. I'd hate to do under and realize I still have a lot of good quality imaging time left based on where the object is in the sky. 5 minutes has been working pretty good. And then you click add as new, and there it is there. And then you click OK, and it adds it over here. Let's see, the next thing you want to do is come down here
and you want to put the object name down here because this is where this is the name of the directory where it stores the data. Okay, so again, this is M95. I always like to go back just to make sure. And indeed, it's M95. Okay, so M95. And then I like to put the date. Well, it does that for you, actually. So you don't need to worry about it. And that's pretty much all you have to do in this area. And then when you're ready, you just click start. And then it'll be off to the races. So make sure live view is off. If live view is off, then this start button will be illuminated and ready to press. Okay, I like to take this off so I have a better shot of the galaxy. Again, you can see it right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click start. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm a little tired. Start. Oh, want to show you one more thing. I have as I was saying before, I have a dedicated astronomy camera now, and it's the Zoe ASI 183 MC Pro one-shot color camera. And this is where you control the cooling of it. And by the way, when you're ready to, when you're done with your imaging session, you come over here to where it says warming aid. That helps you bring your sensor back up to basically where the temperature of what the current temperature is. So it aims to bring it up to wherever you're at in terms of the weather, the temperature. Okay. And that's important to do because otherwise it tells you, you don't want your sensor to experience thermal shock. So you have to warm it up after you cool it down. Right now I have it minus 25 degrees centigrade. So that's really, really, really cold. It takes about 10 minutes or so to get down to that temperature, to get the sensor down to that temperature. When you're done, you can just click out of that. And then you just click let me show you my guiding. Guiding's looking not too bad. That's been rolling for a little bit now. It might have to, it looks a little choppy. Might have something to do with sky conditions. But bright ascension is about half an arc second, half an arc minute, I think. I'm not, yeah. And then declination is 0.37. Total RMS error is 0.63, and that's good. You want that under 1, and it is under 1. So the lower that number, the better. And right now, as you can see, the red line is declination, and if you correlate to what the graph is showing you, declination is indeed 0.36, which is really low, which is good. The lower the better. Again, right ascension and declination. Again, total RMS error should be very minimal RMS error. Okay. So the graph's looking pretty good. Minimize that. And now I'll click start. The imaging session has begun. Tells you down here in the status area or this log area exactly what's going on. So you started plan M95 connected to PHT guiding, and it's also the mount is also connected here. So the camera's connected here, and the scope is connected here via ASCOM. So, and also the guide camera and the guiding system is running through ASCOM, not an ST4 cable. sends pulses to the mount for guiding corrections. I find that this is better because it adapts better to errors in guiding. Let's see. So here we are currently, and I'll just kind of hang around here until 5 minutes has expired so you can see what this image looks like after 300 seconds. So one exposure is going to be 300 seconds. I programmed it to take 60 exposures at 5 minutes each. So each sub is going to be 5 minutes or 300 seconds. Okay, so I'll just hang tight here for a while and let you watch this. And then after you see what the galaxy looks like after 5 minutes, then we'll go ahead and cut out and go to the next segment of the video. Okay?
Exposure finished. Dithering started. Dithering finished. Exposure started.
See you on the next segment.
I ended up getting a couple of targets. I got M95, as you know, and I also ended up getting the Omega Nebula. I think M17, Messier 17. But anyway, here's the gear the next morning. Controlled everything with APT, and then parked the scope, as you can see. So anyway, yeah, I thought I'd show you the moon. I don't know. Here's a cool shot of the moon here. Hey everyone, this is M17 or the Omega Nebula, and believe it or not, I got all this out of 4 5-minute subs using the equipment I mentioned earlier. So let me blow it up a little bit for you here. It's quite pretty. I kind of compared this to a picture I found on the web of the Omega Nebula, and here it is here. And so I can get a better, yeah, right there. So I mean, that's, if I could have collected a lot more data, I could have got close to this, I'm fairly certain. But you know, I actually found this target using Stellarium. I was going to break down my equipment, so I had a little bit of dark skies left, and thought I would, try to grab some subs out of it. So anyway, not too bad. I think it's a little noisy. I had like a waning last quarter moon going on too, so there was some light pollution involved in this, and my ability in PixInsight is ever evolving. I feel like I just really started getting into PixInsight about a couple of months ago, and it's been quite a learning curve, but it's a rewarding one because it's a really great post-processing astrophotography software package that works really, really great. But anyway, so this is my image. This is the web. This is an image of the Omega Nebula that I found on the web. And then, so not too bad. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do, I also ended up doing M95 video sequence. I show you I think you saw a picture of it. But even this one is one I found on the web. Let's see, I think I can show you a footprint. I use this program here I found on the web to look at fit files, because with my dedicated astronomy camera I get fit files instead of CR2 or RAW files, which is what I get when I use my DSLR. But I kind of go through. Oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong one. It's the Leo triplet. Let's see, so here it is. And so what I do to just make sure they're okay is I just sort of flip down here, and this program, I mean, it's not the best image quality in the world, but certainly I can see satellite or airplane streaks going through the sub, but I'll just sort of flip through like that. But this is, you're looking at here is M95, and if I double click on it, or if I think I click open, here we go. See if I can kind of go in and out. But this is just one sub right there. This one fit file, 5-minute fit file, and you can see it, the more noisy I make the image. But if you compare that one with what's going on the web, you can kind of see the core there, and some of the arms. Okay, but that's just one sub, and I'll typically go through, and just sort of make sure, I only keep the best ones. If I say get 60 and I end up tossing half, that's what I have to do, because I don't want the bad subs affecting the overall, the stacked image. So anyway, so there's just again, there's another sub here. Subs came out pretty good, not too bad. Right there, and the stars are nice and round. So my polar aligning with using the QHY CCD Polemaster, it's really good. Oh, there's a streak. See, so right there, I'll take that one. Let's see if I can find it. The only thing is, you kind of have to do that, and then once I find that streak, gotta have to be real careful. This is how I scope my fit file subs, and again, that's part of the reason why I have to just sort of be patient and go through them one at a time like this, to make sure that everything looks good inside the sub itself, and it's worth being patient to do this, because like I said, it affects the final outcome. There's M95 right there in the middle, and this is kind of stretching it when I do this, but anyway, I'm not going to sit here and go through this process with you, because it takes quite a while. Again, this is the web, and then I showed you a couple of my subs there. And there's the Omega Nebula again, and there's what I got with the Omega Nebula. And I think I'll go ahead and wrap things up on that note. That was just in my opinion, this is just a sampling of M17 or the Omega Nebula. If I would have got, but it wasn't in the sky until later in the evening, you know. So I couldn't really grab that many subs because I didn't have much nighttime left. But anyway, I hope everyone's well. I hope everyone's staying healthy and happy, and I hope everyone is experiencing clear skies and good sky conditions, and I hope your equipment's working for you. And you know, and here's to minimal technical glitches, right? And clear skies and good sky conditions. All right, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well and clear skies. Take care.